EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers.
For Denver.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Justin Jackson, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Toss play to Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Justin Jackson, the ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. It's Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Rivers. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A gain of 9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. First down and more for Jackson. And down to the 27-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. Rivers now. And caught by Henry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Block working out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
Hamler.
K.J. Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
The kick is
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7. Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a while. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack by Todd Davis.
A loss of 6 yards.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7. Chargers nothing.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing, Rivers. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Chargers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, it's Lock. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Lock. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes The score, Broncos 14, Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Jackson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lindsey on the toss left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
6-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Chargers
From the gun, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
at the 46-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rivers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. From the red zone now, Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
31-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Locke on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
47-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Hopefully he can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it'll be second down.
Hayward on the coverage.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now look at him go.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick six, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Broncos 14. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Lock. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
At their own
first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Throwing Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. He was calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And to throw is Rivers. That's caught by Jackson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Broncos 14. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Locke. And this is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Locke. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returning, it's Benjamin. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 49-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't...
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
48-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Another run by Lindsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Chargers 24. Broncos.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Chargers.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's complete to Diggs. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Rivers. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rivers on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Broncos take over first.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's able to find Diggs. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Play fake, Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
Rivers
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 34. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Tackled at the
what a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a give to Lindsey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Jackson, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 7.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. His throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Rivers again. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 4-yard line.
And off comes to Peterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Jackson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now, starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
56.
Now Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Broncos, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.